Hi everybody, so I'm reading your comments on my channel, especially in the review about the game CYGNI All Guns Blazing. Now I mentioned in the review that I haven't played a lot of shoot 'em up games for quite some time, especially when it comes to the space shooters, arcade ones. And I mentioned in the review this game made me love this type of games again, and I'm actually checking all the ones that actually mentioned in the comment section because I knew that people eventually will compare it to other shoot 'em up games that are similar. In the genre. I mean, that's the nature of things. People really love certain games and they will compare it to other similar games that they played, especially considering this was published by Konami. So I did try to analyze it and try to understand really what made this game work for me, and one of the things of course was nostalgia, and it doesn't matter really if it's played close or not too close. It really reminds me games from the arcade days and it brings some really great memories that just faded away, and suddenly I see those pictures in my mind playing certain games with friends in the arcades. And the other thing is actually got me interested in playing many others, so definitely in that aspect it did very well. I mean, just happy that I discovered this game, because otherwise this would probably be very dormant and I wouldn't get into them who knows when. I also want to address something about the music. People mentioned, I mean, I listened to other games that you mentioned, and many of these games have this kind of a retro arcade, this type of music, and this one has kind of a dramatic orchestral music. I love it, and I actually love it because it actually contrasts the pace of the game but aligned with the movement of the spaceship, and actually it felt great, especially in boss fights. By the way, some of the boss fights felt really epic. Let me just show a clip. Come on. Whoa. Nice! Ha. Oh my god, this is beautiful! Wow. Oh my god, there's so many. Are you kidding me? Matrix! Wow. Crazy stuff, I'm telling you. Sorry if it was a bit long. Nonetheless, you can hear it. This is definitely something that leans into more of the modern cinematic. Some would actually remind you of kind of playing a Star Wars game or being in a Star Wars movie or a Matrix movie, like in the machinery. I also mentioned that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I know that many people really love when they play certain games to get into the nostalgia and also have this retro vibes and stuff. And of course, if you have kind of the more arcadey, sometimes even 8-bit type of music, it really adds to the that atmosphere. And I think those who love it and play a lot of shoot 'em up games maybe find this one like where this is coming from. I mean, I can understand that, but you need to understand, for me, this is coming something like I mean, I do feel it's something new, and it does feel a breath of fresh air, and I actually liked it. I liked it a lot. And I also think that the music actually fits really well to the mechanics, because it feels really like a dance, because this game is more of a bullet hell type of game. You're kind of expected to get hit. This is why you need to balance your shield and your weaponry slots well in order to survive. So this kind of ballet with the bullets and managing the mechanics really fits the music, in my opinion. Speaking of which, what I mentioned here, this game, is very bullet hell, very crazy. What I actually love about it, I do expect to get hit, but again, the way I actually played it, I danced a lot left to right and different directions in order to, well, deviate the bullets. It feels more like a survivor game in a way, where I kind of try to put all the bullets in one side and then switch to another place. There are also the invisible frames, which I try to get advantage of. There's also the verticality here, like you see here. Here, where you can see that I'm shooting on the ground. It's not the main thing in the game, but definitely in certain situations where you want to get extra energy, you can just do that and get it. Also, the game has lots of verticality, beautiful depth to it, especially with the boss fights like this one. It gives more emphasis on, being cinematic, movie-like experience, and you still feel like you're taking part of a bigger war with the allies you can see in the blue at the bottom and the enemies at the top fighting, and you're kind of a pilot, doing your thing. in the air. Now the thing is that regarding the visuals are gorgeous. I think nobody will doubt about that, and this definitely also brings a breath of fresh air to the genre of something that people expected more kind of you know, more nostalgic, retro type of look. So this is just beautiful. I did expect some you know, some frame rate here and there, although I'm playing, I mean, I can reduce the graphic fidelity and probably be better, but there are some frame drops here and there. And something, it feels a bit laggy here, and this is something that I hope can be further optimized, but again, maybe on certain rigs you won't feel it at all. Maybe just reducing the graphic settings, it will be solved completely for you. But again, that's the nature of things. People don't expect that when you play something like a retro game, you don't get any of that, right? Everything just runs super smooth. This is kind of a stretch things, and then the demands when it comes to system requirements is pretty high. And I haven't played this on the PlayStation 5, but I do believe that, you know, when things are optimized for a single platform, usually it should be very well optimized. So let me know in the comment section below how it runs on the PlayStation 5 for you. But here, by the way, I'm just doing the arcade mode, which I really love. Of course, this is the main thing for the global leaderboard. Still practicing, trying to get better, and yeah, I'm getting better. That's the thing. It's not like, right, I just rely on luck or anything. Really, I rely on carefully planning my attacks, switching in the right time, and sometimes I made a mistake. I made a big mistake here, for example, when I didn't save my weaponry to insert into the shield. This was a big mistake, so I needed to save it rather than spend it on missiles. So again, sometimes in the heat of the battle I make mistakes, but that's the thing, getting better. Pay attention to your mistakes. Yeah, so also mentioned in the review, everything blends really well together, and I really wanted to know what other hardcore fans of the genre feel about it, because I'm not. And so people always will compare it to other shoot 'em up games that they play, and they have their own opinion whether it's better or not, or whether you should buy another game instead of this one. I mean, that's true to many other games, right? And especially those coming from really fans of the genres. People play lots of this game, kind of those who are fanatic about shoot 'em ups games, and come to this game and will have their own opinion whether, you know, it's good or not. Here, for example, I wasn't able to finish the boss, which of course cost me with a score. But again, survival is more important here for me rather than failing at this point. But as you can see here, tons of enemies, beautiful explosions. Always pay attention to the drops and always switching between, here in this case, the missiles. In the shield, always pay attention to that. The other thing that I didn't like, that sometimes I can't see, you know, it flashes out, so I can't really see how much I have, which kind of annoys me. But again, overall, kind of it's really fun managing defense and offense every single moment in this game. So yeah, so the game does many things well, definitely, in my opinion, and this is the reason I'm addicted to it. I'm just playing it, I mean, I can't play it non-stop because I'm playing so many other games, but the fact that I'm getting every day, I'm getting back to it to play more, just shows me that something in this game just works for me. And because it works for me, I do feel it will work for many other players who actually won't be among those maybe who will compare this to other shoot 'em up games, but just give it a try, kind of casual players or players who play many different games and just want to play something different might find this game to be very exciting and fun to play. And again, I can only speak for myself and my experience, and this is why I try to portray in the review and give you information so you can make your own decision whether it's worth for you. But again, I mentioned if you play on PC, you can just try it. I mean, most of the time making this video, it's available for free on Epic Game Store, which I already did, by the way. I have it on Steam, but I already took it on Epic Game Store as well. Which, again, if you do, well, you can just try it out and see for yourself. Some people just buy games on Steam. And by the way, you can try the game on Steam. If you don't like it, use the refund for 2 hours. I mean, if you play more than 2 hours. So you have different ways to assess the game yourself and play it. And it won't take long for you. Just try the game and, you know, quickly jump into the action. You can see if you like it or not. And then decide if you want to refund or, you know, if you want to stay with the Epic Games, whatever. And this is, by the way, the reason I knew already when I made the review, before even reading other reviews, that it's going to be a mixed bag, and I didn't even know how it would be for hardcore fans. So it's a mixed bag overall, but I think this game brings something new and fresh, and kind of will revive for many players the good old times of playing the arcade, while bringing something fresh and new that plays more modern in a modern form, and again, just feels different compared to other games in the genre. So again, with all things that I mentioned, this is why I really enjoy this game. Also remind me of Returnal when it comes to the bullet hell, which I enjoyed a lot after, you know, I start playing Souls game, Elden Ring, and then I stopped playing other Souls game, and then roguelike game, which before I wasn't even into that because of the difficulty. Things change rapidly for me when it comes to gaming, and again, this is not the milestone that actually led to it, but definitely this is one of the games that made me enjoy them because of other games that I played. So again, if people ask me whether I recommend this game, well, I share my thoughts. The thing is that I recommend you try the game and give it a try, see if you like it. If you get it for free, even if you don't play only on Steam, just get it and try it on Epic Game Store while it's available for free, and see if it if it fits your play style. But for me, again, I'm just having a blast. So definitely I can recommend it, but whether it will be worth for you, you are the only one who can say it, especially with this game where I already knew it's going to be a big spec for different players. So that's it for this video. If you are playing it, let me know what you think about the game. Again, it doesn't matter if you don't like it, hate it, really like it. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts. Thanks for watching. And also, by the way, mention if you play it on PlayStation 5 or PC if you have different issues. Thanks for watching.